What's going on, everyone? Darkwater here, and welcome back to Airport CEO and our recreation of the Zurich Airport. And last time we worked on the left-hand side of both the air side and the land side of the main terminal. Now we just have the right-hand side to deal with. We'll drop in the other restaurant again. Not like people are going to be using these because of we've only got 1,400 people. You may have noticed I do have a couple of the large stands set specifically for the Swiss Airlines. These are the two stands that are immediately adjacent to where the Swiss lounges are in the E-terminal, so I'm hoping maybe they'll be more inclined to use them. Swiss is back up to 35%, which I'm happy to see. We got a 55. Everybody else is tolerating us. Do you have flights to place? Apparently you do. Let's see if we can get some flights going here. Or no, not you. I grabbed the wrong one. And you. Let's flip to Saturday. Nope, you are Schengen. You are non-Schengen. Oh, you. You already have a flight there. Alright, so we will hopefully let people continue to get better. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to take this back down to 90. We'll see what kind of chaos happens with that. But speaking of chaos, let's wrap up the right-hand side of the terminal, and that will actually wrap up the terminal itself. Oh, I forgot that we have an elevator to deal with. Okay, are you zoned? Yes. E. Okay. We can work with this. Extend, remove this floor. We need to remove the staff zoning here, and actually we need to remove this entrance as well. So you can go from this floor up to this floor. You don't go all the way up, however. So let's come down here. Let's real quickly tweak the wall situation like that. And get ourselves some flooring in place right there. Still trying to figure out break rooms. Part of me wants to put a small break room on this side because I feel like these guys, whenever they go to break, they go behind them to whatever zone they're in. So since these guys are in an unsecured area, they go to a break room that is unsecured, because I tend to see these guys come up over here, go through the door, come to this break room. I don't. Although that is secured. But rather than going to this fancy break room that we have over here. I don't know. But we've got our elevator in place. And it is not in place up here. So in this area, there is a sunglass shop and a watch shop. I'm just going to do this as a giant watch shop. It's the Passion Hour. Or is it Our Passion? It's Our Passion. The carrying is way too small. It's basically just a tiny little corner. I don't think we could really do anything with that. It'd basically be a register there. But we're just going to do this as a giant watch shop instead. There is nice shelves along the back that have you know, fancy watches. These shelves are embedded into the wall, for lack of better phraseology. The wall comes forward, and then it goes back. So we're going to do this. Could have done that a better way. I don't know why I just copied that one. 1, 2, and corner, sure. And then these shelves in the back are black. And then the other ones are white. There is a wall that I didn't get in here. There we go. Is that a couch? No, that's a chair. It's like a couch, but it's not a couch. Rest of it's small display cases. There is a spot, give me that, up in the front with some, nope, give me modern chairs like that. They've got a couple watch cases, display cases, and then you can sit there and try on the watches and be all, I need to have this resized, those kind of things. So we'll do that. Little place for people to sit. And then there's shops. Keep forgetting where we're going. There's kind of a larger display case over here. And we'll shift it, center it a little bit more. There's a circular one. Like so. And then just a couple smaller pedestal ones here and there. Flooring is just a basic hardwood. The other shop is a light hardwood, so this is a little bit darker. We'll do that. It is at an angle, so. There's a purple rug. I don't have purple. This is the closest thing we've got, so we'll do that. That is a color. No, let's go light blue. Okay. So we've got the watch shop. Next to that is a press and books. There's the other press and books is down over here. This is going to be too small compared to this one. We can finagle this. There we go. This one is the same colored flooring as the rest of the walkway area. I did change this side so it's matches similar to the other side, so we're okay there. The door to the first class lounge. This is a window, correct? Yeah. because it overlooks this space here. So whenever you're sitting in the first class lounge, you can look down at people that are just kind of shopping and wandering around down there. I'm just going to drop windows in, not going to do the lounge. What's next to the duty-free shop? We've got the Lint Boutique. So Lint chocolate. We're going to... Oh, that's going to be bad, isn't it? Because that's got a contract. Yes, it does. I'm going to leave this one empty because I do want to do display fridges in here. We'll see whenever the contract runs out. Next to that, we've got a Hugo Boss, we've got a Mont Blanc, and the Beaugenie Men's. Again, English is barely my first language. The Hugo Boss store, register straight in the back. The Mont Blanc has the register on the left-hand side, facing out. It's got a little display area that sticks out, and the menswear is all the way in the back as well. Back corner like that. You're never getting staff up here, are you? I've got a feeling it's not going to. It's because it's in a shop. Similar to this guy doesn't also get people because it's in a shop. As soon as I get a contract, it hits me with the additional staff requirement. So I feel like it's just not compatible to have regular that's fine. To have information within shops. This has the Mont Blanc has a herringbone pattern, so in lieu of herringbone, we'll do parquet. 4 and 4, sure. And Hugo Boss is bright. It's like a white marble. So we'll do this guy, and again 3, 4, and you have some wall shelving here. 2, 3, 4. There's some handbags in the back. We'll do a little bit wider shelving for some handbags. Kind of want to do that because there's shelving that sticks out right next to the register. And then there's just a couple pedestals. It looks like it's jewelry and bags. I see some umbrellas in the back area, along with some wallets in some of the display cases. Hugo Boss has kind of a mixture on the side walls of just regular shelving plus hanging space for clothing. And then there's just a small display. You're going to be too big. We'll do that, and then pedestal there. And then the menswear. that's not the correct year at all. There we go. Kept on finding the 2019 stuff. Light flooring, not hardwood. Stand corrected. Similar, there is the women's shop is downstairs. So similarly, there's a statue. We do have a... Yeah, it's down over here. Actually very similar to that one. Give me a couple tables in here, and then just some mixture of hanging and table. Bunch of hanging along the back wall. And we'll throw some nice ones in here too. There we go. And that takes care of the last of the shops. This is all open to downstairs. I'm going to take that wall out. I want to come in, get me some windows. And if I can figure out where these windows start, apparently there. The area in between here is open to the floor below. I've taken a look at the airport CEO mods, and there's nothing that'll show you the floor below. If I could put these in the correct places, I'd be happy. Well, the lag is killing me here. One more? What? There's a small window on the side, so we'll put that in place. So this is just a big old 2-story window spanning from down here all the way up here. We'll tackle this restaurant real quick, and this is the... It's either... because I've seen it listed in 2 different verbiages. There's the gallery restaurant, which is how it's listed on the website for Zurich. But the pictures that I've seen also call it the Asia restaurant. Obviously, it serves Asian-style food. But it might be the Asia Gallery restaurant. And it's up on the 2nd floor. And it kind of wraps around the front side here. Where's the area? Give me a wall. Where is the front? It runs along here. Oh, I actually have that in the correct position? That's remarkable. Wrong direction. So it starts here. And then there's some booth seating here. And then the area in the middle here is open to the area down here. You keep going in the wrong direction. Where's the midpoint? That would be here. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's not going to work. 1, 2, 3. This would be even. And you know what? There is a bar over here. So I'm going to take this down to there. That actually is a good spot. Give me... There's a bunch of wine on the back wall. I'm going to just bump this forward. In lieu of wine, we will have beer. And it just kind of wraps around. I'm going to bring this wall forward to there. And then just tables, chairs, and oh my gosh, is that a plant? There are plants up here. Let's rotate things around. Where is the center point, did I decide? Here? Oh, yeah, that's not centered at all. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I guess it is centered. Huh. Okay. Sure. This goes around. One, 2, 3 tables. Okay. So 1, 2, 3 tables. Goes like that. And give me a little curvy guys. One there and one there. Shouldn't have put the tables in place. It looks brownish leather. Probably not brownish leather. And the tables are... Looks like it's a gray marble-ish color. And then there is a modern-esque chair opposite. Similar of color. And then in the middle area here, there's a walkway. And then tables and chairs. Then there is a short railing. You are the midpoint. So you're going to go there, and we'll do small one on either side. That is not the midpoint, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 1. That is the midpoint. I don't know why this is breaking my brain. We're going to take it down there. We're going to take this down there. Actually, I might as well just use Windows, given that... Why am I paused? Keep doing that. I'll pause to take something out, but... we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. There is a little bit of an overhang. But you could still look down at all the people wandering below as you're eating your food. Other way. And it looks like the kitchen is over here. This kind of goes back to where the elevator would be back here. Huh. I'm just amazed that I got that even, and I wasn't even intending to. But basically, there's a walkway ends there. I'm going to run this wall to there, and this goes back to elevator. We'll do one window, 2 windows, Oh, I hate that. Three windows. Okay. We're gonna grab you. Do a space, and we're gonna do a space. That'll be fine. Give me greenery. There are some plants up here, which is definitely nice to see. And then there's just chairs kind of running the perimeter. Not there. Do that. And we'll leave that area open. There's a little bit more seating down here. So we'll do double tables. Not going to do that. And then we're just going to do a door into the kitchen area. Did I not put a wall there? And then basically it's just hardwood all the way around. And I guess over here we'll just throw some cooking stations. 5. We'll throw 6. Why not? I am going to wall this off. It doesn't need to be, because technically this whole area is walled off. I need to figure out what's happening at the front here. Just noticed that the front is a little wonky. I think that it is even with here, because I believe these are 2-story windows. Actually, I can see over the overhang at the restaurant. Yeah, those are 2-story windows. There's doors. Doors are also a thing. Tell you what, give me... don't like flashing exclamation points. Who's struggling to go where? That's basically the front. And that goes to... where exactly? Okay, that kitchen's bigger than it should be, that's why. I'm just going to take it to there. Nope. To there. And we will move it up. And just a bunch of bright windows all the way across. Oh. Lovely. So we've got our restaurant. We should probably go ahead and assign it. Again, don't know how many people are going to be using it. We'll do mustards. Why not? Lastly is the Swiss Business and Senator Lounges. Again, this is 2-story. And we can't do a story up top, which is a little bit of a problem. But you come in from the door and it kind of splits into two different directions. So there's a check-in and the front middle, and then there's a kind of a wall behind. And the Senator Lounge is to the left. I'm taking this over to here. It's not going to matter because it's not going to go anywhere. Okay, whenever you come in, you go to the right for the Senator Lounge, left for the Business Lounge. The shower is over in the Business Lounge area. I have no idea what I'm doing with these. But I'm just going to go ahead and block those off. We're going to wall these guys off as well. There are several different rooms. I'm trying to decide how I'm doing this. We're just going to square this off. It's going to lead you back around into the lounge, the same lounge area. There's a seating area. There's a big old dining food area. We're just going to go with this based on the squared area. There is a external smoking area. So we'll do... That's probably way bigger than it needs to be. Do I need to rezone this as secure? Of course I do. Give me a medium window. Give me a small window. Window there. Window there. Because we need a door. So we've got a little smoking area out here. I'm going to do a couch. Because it looks like it's a bench. And then there's just a couple seats. I'm going to do this to signify that it's outside. What is the front flooring? It is hardwood. The bulk of this is hardwood. We will adjust as we need to. This is going to be a massive one. That's okay. We can make it work. 1, 2, I'm going to do that. Yes, I know, I'm just filling in space because we're filling in space. Unspecified emergency tour. I have not been paying any kind of attention to anything else in this episode. 34%, 40%, ooh, 80%. You are not who I want to be at 80%. I want Swiss, quite frankly. Everybody else seems to be itching up little by little. Okay. Around the corner, whenever you go into the business area, there is apparently 5 showers. And you just check in at the front desk. We're going to do 4 showers, apparently. And they're just small little bathrooms. So you can take a quick shower as you need to. Can I... This is a dumb idea. It is not going to work. Because I can't do a bathroom in a lounge. I can't strip the lounge to put the bathroom in without taking these walls out. We're going to go without. Give me... I was trying to talk myself into it, but that's a lot of walls I would have to take down, wait for them to finish taking down, and then put back up. Do that. I don't honestly know how the interior of this is very well divided. There are interior windows. They're windows, but they have drawn blinds on there, just, I guess, so you could have, like, windows. In the first area that you come to is a seating area, armchairs and tables. Nope, there we go. White tables, looks like they have lamps and USBs on them. Various outlets. I'm gonna call it leather, but it's probably not. There's just kind of a big old seating area. Nope. Why do we have so many people just wandering through right now? What happened to the front of my elevator? I hate that. There's kind of a privacy wall on the other side, like here. Looks like it's slatted wood. In fact, since I can't really do slatted wood, I do need to rezone that as secure. Yeah, that'll work. I'm just going to do a solid wall on this side. Oh, okay, I see what I did. I didn't put that wall in the correct place. There we go. Slatted wood. It's vertical. And then next to that, there's kind of a quiet nook, perhaps. Yeah, there's an area upstairs that is a little quiet zone. And it overlooks the eating area and looks like it's just a giant seating area. So actually I'm going to flip those. We're going to do the seating in the corner and then the food and dining area in the middle. There is not lounge, but bench style seating. 4, 5, 6. Nope. And there's a lamp in the corner. It looks like this is there's a space to exit the area, and then there's just kind of a short wall. going around, and just a bunch of round tables. Small rounds that you can move around. No pun intended. These are all black. Then it looks like it drops down a step or two to the eating area. And the eating area is a massive area. Looks like there's... I'm going to rotate it this way. It looks like there's a business center kind of over on the far side. There's a lot of bench seating in this one. Looks like there are windows in the upper area, but it's walled on the bottom. It's not just a generic table, chair. Beef. Oh, you know what? We've got the space. We'll utilize it. And then there's kind of just a privacy wall in front of it. Again, a lot of slatted wood. I think it's probably indigenous to the region, the type of wood. And then there is just a bunch of bench-style seating and tables and chairs. Did we? No, we did not. Give me... If I were smart, I would have moved that forward a square. There is a wall behind it. Just a half wall. It's the number 1, 2. Actually, that would work. Wish you could paint the walls. Okay. Then just regular tables with these guys. Nope. And if I were smart, I would have done this in one shot rather than several. Tables look like they're just generic table colored black chairs. A couple random wood ones, but the majority look like they're black. Give me you. It's really in the wrong place. It's too far. There. No plants over here. Kind of an... Nope. Nope. Open area in the center, and then it's just kind of surrounded. Oh, don't grab the zoning. Something like that. And then you've got the buffet area. We'll drop it down over here. Looks like it's staffed. So we'll do this. It's a big old buffet. It does kind of curve around, so we'll do something like that. And we're just going to run walls to kind of frame it a little bit. I do see a copier back over here, so I'm assuming kind of the business center is in this neck of the woods. So there's also what I saw being labeled as phone rooms. Basically, just a small little room that you can come in and make a phone call. Just a tiny desk. Come on. Thank you. There we go. And then there, on the floor above it, there is a, I will use air quotes as quiet area. So it's got an area where there are some black leather couches going around. Lost my train of where we were at. And yeah, I know the quiet area is not going to be very quiet, given the fact that the dining area is right there. Where is Terminal E? Here. Similarly, they've got the little quiet, I don't even know what they're called. They're basically just seats that you can sit in, but it's fully surrounded by, I would imagine it's sound dampening. Material that'll allow you to, you know, take a nice little nap. And so that's in there. It's got some USBs in there as well, so you can plug your phone in and not oversleep your and miss your flight. Then I think we're gonna just come through and grab some tables. I don't want to just grab you and no. You're going to be badly situated here. Take that out. And we've got another corner. Looks like there is a conference room, which makes sense since we've got the business area over 1, 2, 3, something like this. And we'll throw a door down here. The conference table is a triangle. I'm just going to grab this guy and drop you right here, rotate and drop the other end table there. I'm going to do a wall across here. Let you guys build since I'm keep pausing it. See in this picture I'm looking at right now, there's kind of a series of laptop tables. 3. You're not gonna sit how I want you to. That's okay. Kind of embedded in the wall, and then they look like standard armchairs. They're the kind of chairs that look comfortable, but after sitting in it for like 20 minutes, aren't comfortable. We've got a lot of space. Give me you guys. We'll do this and some couches on the opposite side. And again, it's a combination of the Senator Lounge and the Business Lounge. As for flooring, the dining area has an interesting design on it. The rest of it is hardwood. The quiet area has some gray carpet. So we're going to run carpet through here. It's hardwood over here. We've got bathroom tiles. That's fine. You guys have light gray carpet underneath you. Nope. And conference room. It's hardwood. There's a big old projection screen on the side there. So I think that will work for our Swiss Air, Business, and Senator lounges. Give me... We have the Swiss logo somewhere, do we not? There we go. We'll do a big old logo there and a little one out here. We will run the wood flooring there. You guys are still making sales, surprisingly. That wraps up the interior of the terminal. Except we do need to build over here. Because this connects to the remote stands for B. So let's do this real quick so they can build in between episodes. We'll do that. There is not much to this. Okay. Trying to decide how I'm dealing with walls up here, but basically there's stairs and elevators that take you down to this floor, gates all the way across, seating, and I think there's a duty-free shop on this side with a set of bathrooms. Not a whole lot to it. But that's going to require us to deal with the airport shopping area. That area has the check-in 3 that we're going to need to add in, and that's going to be down here. It's basically a U shape around with some shops across the rest of the area. In between episodes, I'm going to build out this area and try and figure out where the escalators and elevators down to the train station that's going to live down here. Not to be... This is like City Train, not to be confused with the Sky Tram. And not to be confused with the City Tram that's out here. But actual train. So that'll be what we're looking for down the road. I'm going to leave this here. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you guys for being here and look forward to seeing you guys again in Airport CEO. And as always, I hope you guys have yourselves a great day.